Hi, welcome back to Rating the List, where we review, discuss, and reimagine popular movie lists objectively. We're your hosts. I'm Jerry.
I'm Brad, and on this episode, we'll be exploring number 62 from Ranker's The Top 100 Heist Movies of All Time as of January 1st, 2025.
All right, and number 62 is How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Released in 2022, directed by Daniel Goldhammer, written by Aurelia Bearer, Jordan Sogel, and Daniel Goldhaber. Cinematographer is Talia DeCastro, and editor is Daniel Garber, and starring Aurelia Barrere, Christine Forsyth, and Lucas Gage.
A group of loosely connected young people drawn into environmental activism by different life experiences come together in West Texas to blow up an oil pipeline at two key locations. So, yeah, we had a pretty big disparity on the scoring on this one. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it versus mine. I did not feel this was a heist movie in any way. I didn't really feel like there was no heisting going on. Like they weren't, like to me, a heist is you're taking something away from something else. This was,
They took away the pipeline from
they
the corporate.
they went in and blew up the pipeline, but they didn't like steal something and take it away. That is the like literal definition of a heist.
Okay.
So this movie was really, really interesting to me on a couple levels. The first one, this movie came out in 2022. This movie feels so 1990s indie.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I was like,
I even put that in my notes.
I'm like watching this. I was like,
90s
this
feel to it.
I was like, this feels like a movie that came out in the 90s indie scene.
Yes, for sure. It had that same vibe, that
total
same
vibe,
look.
that total vibe, the look, everything about it, like
yes,
clearly shot, like like very guerrilla style. It's good.
It is good.
It's
Yeah.
it's really interesting. It has a lot of really interesting things to say about the
activism.
about like extreme activism actually.
Is it activism or is it terrorism?
Right?
Right.
Like where's the line there, and like what is the responsibility of corporations to ensure that they're not damaging the health of people?
Yeah.
And where's that line? So
Yeah.
like there's a lot, like it's there's a lot of really gray areas in this movie, right? Like the fact that they're blowing up something, or they're blowing up private property is obviously wrong, and you can't
Right.
but like what about the fact that they took the one guy who's from Texas, like what about like the fact that they stole his land
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
build this thing?
Yes. Well, that's the whole thing. Even though I would like to have seen a little bit more backstory on the characters,
It'd be really hard. This
it
movie
would
would be
be very
so
hard.
long.
This movie is super fast paced.
There's like, I mean, was there
It
10?
doesn't stop.
There's like 10 main characters.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot.
we've got to get into the backstory of 10 different characters, and then we have to have the little twist on how it all played out, how they actually factored that into what they were doing, which I thought was really interesting.
Yes.
Again, it's really hard to say it without blowing it for people. But I thought it was a really well done movie. I thought it was a very thoughtful and thought-provoking movie. I thought it had things to say.
That was the other thing. The reason also it reminded me of the 90s indie movies is because it really showed young people that don't have any power what they're doing to try to what they feel they need to do to make things right. And I think the 90s was a lot about that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was, and the way it was super believable. There was nothing that they were
Hmm.
doing that was like outlandish or you needed an engineer degree to figure out. It
Hmm.
was really them like doing research on the internet and, you
Well,
know,
the thing I liked about it is like the one time like they like completely screw up and like
hmm
you think the guy like blew himself up.
yeah,
That
yeah,
felt real. That felt hella
that
real. I was like,
that did
oh,
feel real.
like
Like,
because that
wow.
like I mean they're basically making a huge IUD, right?
Yeah.
To blow up they're like basically like building these like massive bombs big enough to, they're basically they've got two really key points on this pipeline and they're trying to blow them up at the same time.
hmm
And they have to blow them up at the same time in order to basically destroy the entire thing
Yeah.
and make it like they would basically have to replace the whole thing.
Yeah.
So they've kind of figured out like the two squeeze points. They've done all this like research, all this stuff on it. And
It was heist-ish in a
yes,
way that, they had all these
like,
people who had
and
special, like their
yeah,
specialties.
everyone's got a specialty, everyone's got a job to do. But again, they don't steal anything.
Right, right.
So it's heist adjacent. Like it has elements of a heist. Like I kind of get why people put this on the list, but like again, like they're kind of to your point that you've talked about before, is they're trying to diversify the list in an interesting way. And I don't hate
Yeah,
them for that. But at the end of the day, you got to put heist movies on a heist list.
yeah,
And I know that can get a little boring, but
yeah. I thought all the characters were very interesting, and
I
the
thought the
reason
acting's really good in this movie.
acting was fantastic, and the reasoning for why each of them were
Hmm.
doing this
Yep.
was reasonable,
Yeah,
right?
there's no one that's in. I honestly I think the only one who you could question why they're doing it is it Lucas Gage's character? Is he like the rich kid with the girl?
Oh, the one that, yeah,
The two that are like, kind of
yes,
like, you know, into drugs a little bit too much.
yes.
I think that's the character he's playing. He's the only one where I'm like, okay, there's really no reason for him to be here. Like this kid grew up in privilege and, everyone else like
Well, he's there because his girlfriend's there, right?
yes, to some extent, but like he kind of got her into it.
Mm,
Like she would have been happy with doing like normal activism, like passing out flyers and shit like that. And he got her into like this extreme part of it where they're like, you know, they're doing stuff like what they're doing, blowing up a pipeline. Like that's taking
hmm
it to a
hmm
whole other level than what she was probably comfortable with doing. And she's super young, so she's still really impressionable.
And they also were all very, very intense. They were
Hmm.
like Andor level
Yeah.
intense, right? Like they
Well, it's like,
really had like, we got to do this.
yeah,
Th- I'm willing to go to jail so
right.
that this gets people motivated to continue this kind of work.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really good.
I like the diversity of the cast.
Yes.
There's people from all different levels. Like you said, you got a rich kid, and then like pretty much like you've got you know, the probably the oddest ball in all of it is this West Texas farmer who gets involved in this, right? Simply because, it was a don't tread on me situation. Like they took away his land and now he's like struggling to make ends meet because they took away his land.
Yep.
And now he's got to live in a freaking trailer and it's just like, he's pissed off. So he becomes, odd bedfellows with, these like crunchy hippie types. And it's really like it's just really interesting how, and you could totally see how that would happen, how you would have these really weird alliances
Yeah.
that come about from
Yeah.
this whole thing.
They're all from different walks of life. And
And they all
then,
have their own, like the thing I like the most is they all have very different, but like you said, super believable reasons for
mhm,
being a part of this.
yeah. Yeah.
Again, this is a good movie, but to me it's not a heist movie. And we'll get into the scoring here now, which I think is probably going to be the first time that you've scored something so much higher than I did.
Mm,
I gave this a 36.
okay.
You gave this a 55.5.
Yeah. I I didn't feel that it was compared to all the other movies on this list. I don't think that it wasn't in the heist family.
Okay. So and then the list scores there for 45.75. I felt the other way. I felt this as another heist adjacent movie. I think it's probably so far it's the best of the heist adjacent movies. I
Yes.
would definitely recommend seeing this movie. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
very good. It's very good.
It's a good movie. It's just I don't think it belongs on this list.
It had
But
my attention the whole time.
had my attention the whole time. I was really into it, but I was watching it. I'm like, there's not going to be a heist. I can feel it already. There's not going to be a heist in this movie. They're going to make, they're basically trying to say that blowing this thing up is the heist, and that's not a heist. But again, it's good. It has a lot to say. It's an interesting film. I recommend watching it. I'm glad it was on the list because otherwise I probably would never have seen this movie.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it before.
Mm-mm.
Um,
So,
this feels like a festival darling kind of movie that
yeah.
just gets lost in the shuffle. But
But
it,
man, spot on. I really felt I was
yeah,
watching a movie made in the
it's
90s.
intense. You
Yeah.
feel it the whole time.
Yeah.
You're like invested in the characters and what they're doing. It's really, really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you've seen this movie, How to Blow Up a Pipeline, please let us know. Let us know what you thought about the movie. If you felt like it was a really, um, it just really felt very 90s as well to you. If you'd like to speak to us directly, please do so at ratingthelist@gmail.com. But that's it for now. I'm Jerry,
I'm Brad.
and we're rating the list. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.